Time now for the award-winning #1 local talk show in Northeast Pennsylvania, The Sam Lesante Show. Now here's your host, Sam Lesante.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Hi, everyone. It is looking like Christmas here in Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania. Not only does it look like Christmas, it's Christmas every day of the year. But great things are happening. Welcome to the Sam Lesante Show. What a great show we have for you today. This is part 2, folks, of the Jim Thorpe excursions that I'm doing here. But the first show, I want to thank all of you who send me a lot of emails, and they love this show. But this show is even going to be better. We're going to start the show off with Sandy Crum. Sandy's in charge of the events here in Jim Thorpe. And Sandy, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me, Sam.
Yeah, now you're the event coordinator, right?
That's correct.
Now they have, I come to Jim Thorpe all the time. And I'm telling all my viewers, if they have, doesn't make any difference what time of the year it is. There's always great things happening. However, around Christmas time, tell our viewers what's going on.
Well, we'd like to invite you here to our 32nd annual Christmas celebration. We have great events happening. We have a 4th annual pet parade at the bike shop. We invite you to bring your doggies down, get them all dressed up in Christmas garb. The proceeds will go to the Carbon County Animal Shelter. We have a lot of things happening up at the Opera House, entertainment, Christmas Carol play during the day, and different evening shows. You'll want to go on our website, www.jimthorpe.org, press Christmas events, and everything will come up. We have at the museum the old history of the mining. We also have Jim Thorpe's Life and Times. When you get to Acorn Square, you'll see our fairy cottages. We have the gingerbread contest going on at the Dimmock, and you can win a cash prize there. We have our ugly Christmas sweater contest. So we're asking you to come down. We invite you to.
That must be a lot of fun.
Oh, it's going to be a lot of fun because we have the walkway of shame.
Oh, okay.
So the ugliest sweaters will get to walk the runway at their appetite, and all the proceeds there will go to Family Promise for our homeless families in the area. We have at the train station our mitten tree. The Lioness put that together. We have our military mailbox. We ask you to fill out a card for a military service person. We'll take care of the postage. We also have the Frickin' Aviation Museum bringing a piece of 1935 air equipment down for our veterans. So we're hoping you'll come and see that. And also,
there's so many things happening.
There's so much happening.
No,
you really do have to go to the website.
And actually, explaining this, folks, you see on the screen, go to their website. But Sandy is very active in events, and you're an artist, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any of your work displayed here?
Yes, I do.
Where?
At Ray Schwartz's etchings, and also at Strange Brew. And at Strange Brew, they will be having Bill Eckert and the Bee's Knees.
Oh,
we have the faculty brass coming.
Yeah.
We have the Salvation Army Bell Choir also coming. They have the youth and the older bell choir.
It's nonstop.
It's nonstop.
And now, so when does this whole thing start?
It starts December 6th with our tree lighting.
Okay.
And then we go the 7th and the 8th and the 14th and the 15th. And we have lots of shops, 60, I believe, and a lot of new ones. We also have eateries. So there's always something you can do. And it's very exciting here in Jim Thorpe.
This town is incredible. It's really a great town. The people are fabulous, folks, and there's a lot of parking. Don't worry about parking. I've come here a number of times. My wife and I enjoyed it. We went to see the Sinatra show that was here a while ago. But as I said, it's beginning to look like a lot like Christmas. It's Christmas every day here in Jim Thorpe. The website's on the screen. So everything that Sandy says and more, you can get there. And we want to thank you, Sandy, for coming on this show.
You're most welcome.
What a great way to start the second part of my Jim Thorpe show. But folks, if you haven't been here, I know some of you have said, Sammy, you know, when I saw the show, I went down there and it was a fun time as usual. And yes, it is a fun time. A lot of great food, restaurants here, but the people are great and you'll have a good time. Let's continue our journey now on the Sam Lesante Show.
Tour around Jim Thorpe in a comfortable high-top shuttle while enjoying delightful stories about our unique history and beautiful vintage buildings. Discover dozens of boutiques, galleries, and restaurants all tucked away in this Victorian village hideaway. Whether biking, hiking, rafting, or fishing is your passion, or shopping, fine dining, mansion tours, or live music, taking a Jim Thorpe town tour first is the best way to plan your visit. For more information, call 484-226-007 or email jttowntours@gmail.com.
Simple and convenient. At Mok Chung Trust Company, we have reliable solutions you can trust. You have easy access to your money with MCT mobile banking and internet banking. With our simple application process, you can borrow the money you need for the important things, like a home, a car, or that special event. We are the Trust Company, and we have been locally owned and managed for over 110 years. We can help you reach your goals, grow your business, or plan ahead. We are the neighbors you know, bankers you trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
So we go on our journey, folks, in Jim Thorpe, and we're here at the Mok Chung Trust in Jim Thorpe, and I'm here with the main man, the CEO, Patrick Riley. And Patrick, thank you for coming on the show.
Well, thank you very much for having us.
You know, the interesting thing, I was down in your branch in the other part of Jim Thorpe, right down in the city, and your slogan is what's your slogan?
Neighbors you know, bankers you trust.
And I think that's great because, you know, today we don't, as we were dealing with banks, we like that personal touch. But before we get to what makes you guys so great, how many branches do you have?
We have 6 offices. We have 5 in Carbon County, and we have 1 over in Schuylkill County in Tamaqua.
Now you're growing.
Yes, we are. We're opening up our next office is going to be in West Penn Township. Some people refer to it as South Tamaqua, but we'll be opening that office in December of this year.
So servicing Schuylkill and Carbon counties, correct? Mm-hmm. So what do you attribute the fact that, you know, you're small but you're big, okay? What do you attribute that growth factor to?
Well, we like to focus on our customers, make sure that we're providing their needs. We think being a local bank, being in the market, decisions are made here in the community, and we have a better sense of what the community is looking for. So we think that gives us a leg up. We try to do a better job meeting our customers' needs than, say, the larger financial institutions might.
You know, when you're looking at banks today and you're looking at you know, the personal touch, a lot of major banks, bigger banks, I feel sometimes they lose that personal touch. You know, when Sammy comes in and Jimmy comes in, or how's the family, and you know, you get to know like the old time bankers were. And I think your success attributes to the fact that you have that personal relationship. You're the employees who work and who are dealing with the people.
Well, again, in fairness to the larger institutions, they're typically focused on larger customers, and they're focused on broader geographic areas. Our focus is much more narrow. We're in the communities. We live in the communities. We participate in community activities. I go to church with my customers. We see them at the market. It just gives you, you know, they're real people. And I think if larger institutions probably have trouble remembering that sometimes.
Do you think that makes a major difference today in banking? You know, knowing the personal, having the personal touch with people.
I wouldn't want to speak for all banks or banking in general, but I know in our area we really try to focus on what's in the best interest of the customer. The slogan we use here when we talk about the customer relationship, we try to make the customer successful. Our thought is if the customer is successful, the bank will be successful, and we as staff here at the Trust Company share in that success.
And speaking of staff, okay, this is important because you have people who are well trained, who could help you with your financial decisions, and you offer a lot of opportunities. And what are many of the things that you offer here, and not only here but in all your branches?
Well, one of the things that's we have a full range of electronic services that the larger institutions do. For example, we have mobile banking. We offer internet banking and debit cards, of course. Then the traditional bank services, checking accounts, savings, certificates of deposits, and a full range of loan products. We do quite a bit in the way of commercial lending, especially commercial real estate lending, home mortgages, and business financing as well.
It's that personal touch, Patrick, I think is so important, and I think that's a tribute to your bank and all of your employees and your officers, and especially your board of directors, that have made this bank a success, and I wish you only the best.
Thank you very much.
Okay, folks, I'm talking to Patrick Riley, who is the CEO of Mok Chung Trust, and they're all over the place, folks, and they're growing with a personal touch. I'm Sam Lesante, and we're going here in Jim Thorpe, and we're going to now join some other people here and have a good time on our Sam Lesante show. And as I said, folks, we're continuing our journey talking to great people. We're here at Naturally Yours, right on the main drag, okay? It is well, first of all, I'm going to be talking to Bob. This place, folks, if you like clothes, different types of clothes, this place is phenomenal. Bob, thanks for having me here.
Thank you, Sam.
Now,
Glad to have you.
tell me what makes Naturally Yours so great.
We think that it's a unique set of offerings here. What we've pulled together in this store is choices for people who are interested in living a greener, low-impactful life. We offer clothing here that is just that. They're USA made, organic fibers, natural clothing, fair trade, as locally sourced as possible. So we try to bring these things into Jim Thorpe to offer choice to like-minded individuals.
You know, interesting thing is, you know, I don't, when you're thinking of clothing, you don't think what you're just talking about, you know, organic, you know, and naturally, you know, that's why it's called Naturally Yours, I'm sure,
Yes,
right?
it is.
And so for people who are in the clothing, I mean, they look great, you know.
Thank you. Yeah, people would be surprised. Just a simple thing like a cotton T-shirt.
Yeah.
Normally, if it's not organic, a bag of the size of a large sandwich bag would be filled with pesticides and fertilizers that would be needed to grow the cotton that would go into a single T-shirt. So
Amazing.
organic cotton really reduces that impact here.
Well, you know what the way the economy is today, and the way people are thinking, not the economy, but are thinking of being green and being organic. You know, it relates to clothing, folks. Okay, and as you can see, as we're talking to Bob, you're seeing all the selections, but you got to come here. You actually got to touch the clothes and see them, right?
Absolutely.
Then you can see the difference.
You have to. It's one of the difficult products to really judge over the internet. We invite people down here to try them on, touch the products, feel how soft a bamboo piece of clothing is, or the natural alpaca.
What turned you
that we
on to
carry.
this, you and June?
Natural interests. We like to follow what we buy, what we believe in, and if we find it hard to practice, because even though you believe in it, it's hard to find choices. So that June has a long time retail background.
And you know what? The prices are reasonable, but the point is, folks, you know, this, as I said, it's called Naturally Yours. And when you come here, Bob and June will show you what they have here. As you can see, they have everything from purses, from hats, to gloves, to beautiful dresses, to coats. I mean, the selection is great here, right?
That's right.
What are some of the things that are hot items?
Hot items?
Yeah.
Some locally made personal care products. We have some actually
Soaps
honey-based
and-
soaps and personal care products. They're locally made. Also, this time of year, our alpaca products, we import them directly from a fair trade group in Peru and Ecuador. So we carry their sweaters and ponchos and gloves, and that's this time of year. And we have some new supplies. We're
Always getting things
always
in.
getting something new.
Interesting. Before I close with Bob here, is the fact that did you hear what he said about the pesticides that you have to have when it's not organic, folks? And I think most of you know what pesticides are doing to our country today, and that's why it's called Naturally Yours. I keep repeating that because it's something that even if Jim Thorpe's a great place and you want to shop all over the place, but even if you come here just to take a look at their clothing, you'll know what I'm talking about. Hey, Bob, thank you so much.
Thank you so
You
much.
and June are do a great job, and keep up the good work, okay?
Thanks so much.
Folks, let's continue the Sam Lesante Show, and I remember we're 24/7. Everything we're talking about is on our website. I want to thank you so much for the first show. Over 150,000 people watching the Sam Lesante Show today. I appreciate it very much. Now let's continue our Sam Lesante Show here, part 2 in Jim Thorpe.
Naturally Yours is an eco-friendly boutique located at 103 Broadway in beautiful Jim Thorpe. Naturally Yours carries all natural fiber clothing and most is made in the USA. We also have natural, chemical-free soaps that are not honey beeswax based. Our jewelry line is all locally crafted and most of our inventory is fair trade, which ensures that employees get paid a living wage. Open Thursday through Monday, we welcome you to visit us on Facebook or call us at 570-325-8209. Naturally Yours, sustainable goods for low-impact living.
With a single goal of making your wedding, engagement party, birthday, anniversary, or family reunion the best day it could possibly be, talk to the friendly and professional staff at Jim Thorpe Weddings and Events. Utilizing the beautiful ballroom within the Mock Chunk Museum, Jim Thorpe Weddings and Events will help you plan your special celebrations or corporate get-togethers. For a free consultation, call Tara at 484-629-5070. or visit us at www.jimthorpeweddings.net or Facebook.
For a most unique dining experience while in Jim Thorpe, visit the warm and inviting Encore Restaurant. Formerly known as Craves, the Encore Restaurant at 66 Broadway is open for lunch and dinner and offers delicious and creative selections for your enjoyment, all in a 1930s and 40s type environment. Open Wednesday through Sunday, Encore is one of the more excellent reasons to visit Jim Thorpe. Call 570-325-4440 or visit online at TonyStellasEncore.com.
Built in 1881, the Mock Chunk Opera House is one of the oldest operating opera houses in the eastern United States. The Opera House presents a year-long program of entertainment with great acoustics and 400 seats arranged to bring you close to the action. Patrons are invited to come and relax and see acts featuring national performers, and many times you can meet them face-to-face after the show. For more information, visit mockchunkoperahouse.com or call 570-325-0249.
Tour around Jim Thorpe in a comfortable high-top shuttle while enjoying delightful stories about our unique history and beautiful vintage buildings. Discover dozens of boutiques, galleries, and restaurants all tucked away in this Victorian village hideaway. Whether biking, hiking, rafting, or fishing is your passion, or shopping, fine dining, mansion tours, or live music, taking a Jim Thorpe town tour first is the best way to plan your visit. For more information, call 484-226-007 or email jttowntours@gmail.com.
And now, folks, we're here at the Mock Chunk Ballroom. Yes, it's a ballroom, but there's a great many events that happen here. And it's actually the museum, the Mock Chunk Museum, and we're here with Tara. Tara, now you're the coordinator of all the weddings and events, and what's the name of the company that you represent?
My name of the company is Jim Thorpe Wedding and Events, and we're the managing entity of the Mock Chunk Ballroom.
Now, this ballroom, first of all, is fantastic.
Thank you.
Okay, what do you do here?
We do weddings, anniversary parties, birthday parties, holiday parties, any event really that you'd want to put on, whether it be food or just a product demonstration. We have the capabilities of doing so. I do a lot of weddings. I do a lot of weddings for local brides, as well as brides from New York and Philly that come out this way and who have vacationed in Jim Thorpe and want to have a wedding here. So it's a lot of fun.
And I was going to say, when you look at this ballroom and you're having a wedding here, or even if you're having an anniversary party or any kind of birthday party or any kind of party, it's really impressive.
It's a beautiful room. I
guess when you decorate this thing, it must be fabulous.
Yes, and it doesn't need too much. I like to say that it's a room that has a simple elegance. It's elegance without being pretentious. It doesn't require much decor, basically table linens, napkins. We set the tables with water, wine, champagne glasses. I offer butlered service for cocktail hour with my wait staff, and we dress in black pants, white shirt, black tie. And it's basically you have the space, and I like to make it very flexible so that you can have the things for your wedding that you want. We offer packages with different caterers in town, so you can choose from any of the caterers that I have, Capriati's, 14 Acre, Through the Looking Glass, Pagliaccetti's, or you can bring your own caterer. So if you know a caterer that you prefer their food, you like their food and what they have to offer, you can have them do the food here and we provide everything else.
Now, A lot of parking. Talk about the parking.
Yes, parking. We do prepay for parking for all your guests so that they can park down at the lot. We are working on possibly another lot that we'd be able to have exclusively. So we do cover your parking. It's included in the per person price. And we do provide a shuttle so that your guests could be shuttled from the parking lot right up to the front door. And at the end of the night, they can be taken right back down to their car.
So there's no inconvenience here.
So there's no
yeah,
inconvenience.
and that's sometimes people who've been coming to Jim Thorpe, they'll think, they have everything all worked out. You know, it's interesting because you have different packages, right?
Yes.
Now, are you on the website?
Yes, mockchunkballroom.com, and I'm also on Facebook.
Okay, so mockchunkballroom.com. You could see all of that information, and the phone number's up there to give Tara a call. What are some of the major events? I mean, I guess the weddings are the big thing here.
Yeah, weddings are my big things. I do have I just was informed by the Jim Thorpe Policeman's Ball that they're going to have their ball here in March.
Wow.
So I'm very excited that they chose our facility.
Yeah. But if I want to rent this place for like a corporate meeting or any kind of meeting,
I have packages for that.
Yeah, because sometimes you want to have like a business meeting or a board meeting or just your company meeting or whatever. You come here to.
Yeah, I have packages where, there's just no food. You can just use the space. I set out the chairs, and we have a projection screen, a sound system that you can use. If you want some lunch mixed in, we can do that.
Fabulous.
I've had the Army National Guard come in here and do some pre-deployment stuff and provide a breakfast or a dinner. For a lunch, I should say, and breakfast for
So
their
you cover it all.
So we cover it all, yeah.
All right, folks, this is Tara. We're here at the Mock Chunk Ballroom in Jim Thorpe. It's fabulous, and we're continuing this part 2 show of the Sam Lesante Show here at Jim Thorpe. It's a great place. Now, let's continue on. And so, folks, what better place to come and have lunch or dinner but right here at Tony Stella's Encore at 66 Broadway, a man who's been in this business so many times and has such a great reputation. Tony, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you, Sam. It's a pleasure to be here with you.
I'm telling you, just so our audience knows, I know of you. I know all the magazines and all the national shows you did, but and a little bit about yourself, about a minute.
34 years in the business. Got my start at the Woodlands back home in the Plains, Wilkes-Barre area. Decided to have a business. If I'm going to stay 14 hours in this business, I should have my own. Started out in 1990 with Tony Stella's Goodfellows. Created a niche for fine dining and proceeded into 4 locations, this being the 4th.
Now, you fell in love with the town, and here we are, and this place is fabulous. I mean, the food and the setup. I mean, I know it's casual. You don't have to be dressed in a suit and tie if you want, fine, but you can come here and relax and enjoy yourself for lunch or for a dinner. Tell us what makes Encore, Tony Stella's Encore, so unique?
We don't sell a substance, food per se. Dinner hour is a show. When you become a regular, my staff gets to know you, your drink. For the next time you make a reservation, your drink is on that table 2 minutes prior to you walking through. So I sell an experience. It's a show. I have a great crew I'm blessed with. We have a Melissa Van Fleet entertainer, professional entertainer every Friday and Saturday from 7 to 10 on a piano in the famous Albright Mansion. Original hardwood, original everything in the room that we serve dinner, along with tableside flambés.
That's interesting. You don't see that anymore, table flip. I just saw the bananas. You do banana Foster.
We do bananas Foster, cherries Jubilee. Those are the big things from the 60s and 70s.
Tell me about your food.
My food is bought daily. If I run out, we run out. We make sure it's fresh. I rather have that Chilean sea bass, the bronzino fish we're featuring tonight. We do a little pork tenderloin, veal chop steaks, and a lost art, we make our own fettuccine backstage.
You do, yeah. Well, you said about an experience, and that's what dining is. If you're coming out for dinner or lunch, you want to be relaxed. The atmosphere is unbelievable, fabulous.
It's unbelievable, and the tourists that come in on a Friday night, they check into the hotels and the bed and breakfast from Jersey, Philly, New York, Maryland. You have 4,000 or 5,000 people that walk the streets, and it's just amazing to see, along with this old-time Christmas, and everything comes together in this little Switzerland, as they would call it.
The food here is great, folks. That's the most important in the experience. I highly recommend, if you're planning on coming here on a weekend, the phone numbers on the screen to give Tony a call and make a reservation, and then the rest is going to be up to you. I mean, what your experience and the fact that you know the quality of food and what to buy and how to serve it, I'm so impressed. I mean, my wife's going to love this because we used to love getting the flambés, the Fat Foster's Foster.
Bananas Foster, all the old stuff. I'm even doing an Italian Figs Italiano. We take fresh figs, brown sugar, butter, cinnamon over French vanilla ice cream. So it's unique and it's a throwback. That's why I have that professional entertainer on the weekend. I run it like a 30s club where you're having dinner and yet you see a phenomenal entertainer.
Yeah. Well, I wish you the best. I mean,
it's always good to see you.
It's always nice to see you too, folks. Tony Stella's Encore. It's on 66 Broadway here, folks. And we're doing the Sam Lesante show. As you know, the Jim Thorpe show has been great, but this is a great opportunity. Many nice places around here in Jim Thorpe, but you got to stop by here at Encore. Okay, now we're going to continue our journey.
Check out the entertainment at the Mock Chunk Opera House for Thanksgiving weekend. Saturday, November 30th, it's Donna the Buffalo and their feel-good, groove-oriented, danceable, and often socially conscious music. Doors open at 7, and the show follows at 8. For the days leading up to Christmas, we are featuring a wide array of groups and an all-time holiday classic. On Thursday, December 5th, the Defibrillators perform at the Opera House, a live band that are Brooklyn's Kings of Alternate Country. On Friday, December 6th, the Grand Slambovians from Sleepy Hollow, New York, come to tour with their hillbilly Pink Floyd sound. This is followed by the 1224 TSO Christmas event on Saturday, December 7th. This holiday show features the music of the Trans-Siberian Orchestra, and the first weekend of Jim Thorpe's Old Country Time Christmas celebration will conclude with the first showing of the Coal Country Christmas Carol radio show on Sunday, December 8th at 2 p.m. For the second weekend of Jim Thorpe Old Time Christmas celebration, the Peekaboo Review Holiday Show runs Friday night, December 13th at 8:30, then on Saturday, December 14th at 1:30 p.m. And there'll be a second showing of the Coal Country Christmas Carol. The day will conclude Saturday evening at 8 p.m. with the Craig Thatcher and Friends Rockin' Christmas. This holiday show has become a popular and much anticipated Christmas season favorite in Jim Thorpe. As we get closer to Christmas, the Opera House will continue to feature top-notch entertainment. On Thursday, December 19th, the Albert Cummings Band will perform from 8:30 to 11 p.m. When it comes to blues guitar, Cummings is the real deal. Not to mention a deeply talented frontman and singer. Friday night, December 20th, brings a tribute to Dave Matthews. The Bill Bauer Band, with special guest Melissa Van Fleet, brings back its popular Dave Matthews tribute for a Christmas season celebration. Saturday, December 21st, has 2 performances of a Coal Country Christmas Carol. The matinee is set for 2 p.m., and the evening show is scheduled for 7 p.m. With Christmas just days away, sharing the magic, music, and fun for the reimagined Dickens Tale. As Tiny Tim has said, God bless us, everyone. For more information on the shows, times, and ticket prices, visit Mock Chunk Opera House at www.mcohjt.com or call the box office at 570-325-0249. Happy holidays from all of us at Mock Chunk Opera House.
And so you have it, folks. Another Sam Lesante show right here in Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania. I enjoy these shows so much. Now, I'm in front of no stranger to you, probably people who've watched the show before, in front of the Mock Chunk Opera House. I was here and enjoyed a fabulous evening, a Sinatra show with over 75, 80 people that came down from the greater Hazleton area. But at the Opera House, there are so many events happening, and on your screen right now, you're seeing all the activities that are happening here at the Mock Chunk Opera House. You can always go to their website and you'll see all of the activities and all the shows that they have. They're great shows. We had it was a sold-out show. We had dinner here in Jim Thorpe, and my wife and I and our friends had a fabulous time. But anyway, for Christmas time or any time, you want to travel down here to Jim Thorpe, see all those great, unique stores they are. So, and everybody works together. It's a big, happy family. It's just a great place to be. Thanks for joining us on the second show in Jim Thorpe. I'm Sam Lesante. Don't forget, 24/7. You can watch us anytime. And my email, folks, sam@ssptv.com. We'll see you next time.